Well, let me put it in context for you. As I was saying earlier, the first thing I will say is that things have changed. In 18 relatively short months, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has changed the Nigerian economy, has changed the Nigerian society in such a way that is now faced in the right direction, and one can see a clear path, not to just so many other targets, important targets and indicators, but even to lower inflation through achieving market pricing of petroleum products and achieving market pricing of foreign exchange. The change in the economy represents 5% saving. From now, ad infinitum, a 5% of GDP saved from being wasted, being of no value to the economy, and benefiting just a few who had privileged access to foreign exchange and to subsidized foreign exchange and to petroleum products that were distributed in a very opaque manner, and of course benefiting neighboring countries that were getting smuggled petroleum products. So that saving is now going to be revenue to government that helps to not just build up the fiscal capacity of government, the government's ability to meet its spending requirements, both for social spending and infrastructure, but it changes all the metrics. But as your revenue increases, your debt service as a percentage of GDP goes down. As your revenue increases, your deficit as a percentage of GDP goes down. So the country is faced in the right direction in terms of all the metrics that you talk about, including inflation. And of course, there's major interventions in agriculture and even in manufacturing to increase supply and bring down prices. But the other way in which the society has changed fundamentally and therefore is no longer on the trajectory which you described is in terms of the incentive framework. There's no Nigerian that wake up today and feel that his best way forward, his best way to riches or even to a good living is to have privileged access to foreign exchange allocated from central bank. That no longer exists. Similarly, no Nigerian can wake up and feel that his best chance is to get an allocation, a concession, a permit related to petroleum products and be one of the privileged people that have this access, which they can just trade the piece of paper. That was the refrain 18 months ago, that these are the ways to make it in Nigeria. Instead now, the emphasis and the incentive is on agricultural production, agricultural exports, manufacturing, and manufactured exports for the West Africa region and even for the continent as a whole. So that is the way in which the changes that have been wrought and that are being sustained but with determination, with courage and boldness by Mr. President and his administration are giving Nigerians much optimism and hope that things are definitely going to be better and in the nearest future.